Hello, dear students. I'm back with the second lesson of your supplementary reader, The Adventures of Toto, written by Ruskin Bond. Let me introduce you to the author first. Ruskin Bond was born on 19 May 1934. He is an Indian author of British descent. He lives with his adopted family in Missouri, India. He was the son of Edith Clark and Aubrey Bond. His father served in the Royal Air Force and frequently moved from places to places along with his son. He received his early education from British Bishop Cotton School in Shimla. During his school years, he won several writing competitions, including the Halle Literature Prize and the Irvine Divinity Prize. In 1952, he completed his graduation and moved to England and stayed at his aunt's house for 4 years. At the age of 17 in London, he began to write his first novel, The Room on the Roof. The novel charts the life of an orphaned Anglo-Indian teenager. Subsequently, he returned to India and worked as a journalist in Delhi and Dehradun for a few years. Later, he relocated to a town in the Himalayan foothills, Missouri, where he pursued freelance writing since 1963. His essays and articles were published in numerous magazines such as The Pioneer, The Leader, The Tribune, and The Telegraph. Till now, he has written over 300 short stories, essays, and novels, and over 30 children's books. Additionally, he penned 2 autobiographical volumes, Scenes from a Writer's Life and The Lamp is Lit, Leaves from a Journal. Some of other notable works of Ruskin Bond include Blue Umbrella, A Flight of Pigeons, and Funny Side Up. His works have also been adapted for television and film. A BBC TV series is based on his debut novel, short story Susanna's Seven Husbands, was adapted into a film as Saat Khoon Maaf, and film Junoon is inspired by his A Flight of Pigeons. The Indian Council for Child Education has recognized his role in the growth of children's literature in India. He was awarded the Sahitya Akademi Award in 1992 for Our Trees Still Grow in Dehra, his novel in English. He was awarded the Padma Shri in 1999 and the Padma Bhushan in 2014. Now let me give you a brief introduction of the story. The story The Adventures of Toto describes the naughty deeds of a monkey which was brought by grandfather from Tonga driver at the sum of rupees 5. He brought him for the collection of the zoo animals. The story is about the mischievous acts of Toto, a baby monkey, and it makes us laugh all the time. The pranks played by Toto have been narrated in an interesting way, and that makes the story a must read for us. If we talk about the theme of the story, so it is based on the experiences of people who keep animals as pets. The theme thus deals with the outcome of the interaction between humans and animals. It shows that not all animals can adapt themselves to human way of life. It requires a great deal of patience and skill to train animals to acquire non-destructive behavior. Another theme is to show people that animals who don't have the ability to speak can do all the things which a human can do. They have the qualities to understand. Sometimes they become mischievous, but they can do things like humans. Like when Toto go to the bath, he artfully check the temperature of water first, then take bath. The title The Adventures of Toto indicates directly at the central theme as well as at the protagonist. The story is about Toto, the pet baby monkey, and his numerous adventures. Of course, the title does not clarify who or what is Toto, but it does rouse the curiosity of the reader, which is one of the characteristics of a good title. In short, the title is suitable for the story. Let's talk about the character of Toto. Toto is a mischievous baby monkey. He is one of the main characters of the story. Toto is a little red monkey with bright eyes, sparkled with mischief beneath deep set eyebrows and his purely white teeth. His smile was too scary to make old ladies afraid. He had hands that looked dried up. His fingers were quick and wicked, and his tail served him as a third hand. Toto received grandfather's sympathy and empathy as he was tied to a feeding trough by the Tonga driver from whom he was bought, where he seemed to be a fish out of water, due to which grandfather bought him for the sum of rupees 5. Toto is considered intelligent as he could have escaped from the window by trying the torn pieces of the narrator's blazer into a row. Toto is a very troublesome and annoying monkey as he didn't let any of his companions to sleep at night at grandfather's private zoo, and he also troubled Nana, the family's pet donkey. Toto loves bathing in warm water in cold winter evenings. During his performance, if anyone laughed at him, his feelings would be hurt and he would refuse to go on bathing, which shows his sensitive and shy behavior. Toto is very notorious and destructive as he was responsible for frequent loss of dishes, clothes, curtains, and wallpaper. He seemed to be very greedy too, as he wanted to pounce on everything he wanted to eat. He is a good imitator as he copied the narrator and his acts. At last, he was sold to the same Tonga driver from whom he was bought, which reveals that he is imperfect to be kept as a pet. In a nutshell, Toto is a playful, restless, naughty, and curious monkey. Mischievousness is the prime reason that made him difficult to keep as a pet. Still, his adventures are humorous and makes us laugh all the time. Now, the character sketch of grandfather. He was a lover of animals. He had put up a zoo in his house where he had a number of animals and reared them with care and affection. He brings home a monkey named Toto, but since the monkey is a wild animal, he could not have a peaceful life. He was a kind hearted person. He was an animal lover and had his own private zoo in his house. He kept bringing home new animals that he liked. He had a lot of patience and took all the things positively. When he brought Toto, he felt satisfied. He was a fully determined person and a man of strong mind. His taste made him naturalist. He treated his pet animals as his family members. If we talk about the grandmother, in the story, narrator calls her not pretty but beautiful. She was an extremely religious woman. To the narrator, his grandmother was beautiful because she exuded peace and contentment. Hers was an inner beauty rather than a physical one. Her physical appearance was that she was fat and slightly bent. She had crisscross wrinkles everywhere. However, she had a very friendly attitude towards the narrator. She was a very smart lady. She was a short-tempered lady and just opposite of the grandfather. She was also very religious. She was perfect as of her rules. The biggest lesson from the story Adventures of Toto is that one must behave responsibly in a good environment. Baby animals look cute and we are tempted to keep them as pets. Each has its own characteristics. Some animals, like monkeys, are very mischievous. They can cause a lot of damage if one is not careful with them. So, one should not keep animals as pets unless one has adequate information and skill to train and handle them. However, animals thrive better in their natural habitat. The story also teaches us to the excellence that we should love nature and its creatures. We should not harm them in any way. So, this was all about this story. Thank you.